It's been a surprisingly quiet couple of weeks in the world of West Ham after the club revealed Manuel Pellegrini as their new manager for the next 3 years a little more than a fortnight ago now. The manager himself is recovering after a shocking mugging attack in his native Chile, where he has been spending time with his family following his appointment, but it's still working hard to bring in players. The signing of Ryan Fredericks has now been concluded and will officially be a Hammer on July 1st, but a number of targets need a bit of work to get sorted out before they can join the Hammers. Pellegrini has also yet to announce his backroom staff, though it is widely expected, and Football London understands, that it will be members of staff that have been with him for a number of years. The much-discussed director of football, head of recruitment has also yet to be named, though that is expected to be Mario Pellegrini, who worked with Pellegrini at Malaga. It's not been busy, at least visibly anyway, over recent days for the Hammers, but the summer ahead is a long one, so here is what Pellegrini will be up to between now and the start of the 2018-19 Premier League season. Signings. The manager expressed in his first interview that he wanted 4 or 5 new players to add to the squad before the start of the season. Ryan Fredericks is now over the line, but more work needs to be done to the squad. Barcelona defender Marlon needs to obtain a work permit before he can make a switch, with the Hammers believed to have submitted a £20 million offer for his services. Pastore in action for PSG. A fee for Javier Pastore is not an issue with PSG and dire need to make a sale to comply with FFP rules, but the Argentine's massive £190,000 a week wages will be a stumbling block before any hope of a move can be entertained. The fee for Felipe Anderson, around £43 million, will be far too steep for the Hammers to pay. The same goes for what João Mario and Inter Milan think the former Hammers loanee is worth. In a shortened transfer window and with the World Cup just 9 days away and lasting for the next month, time is not on Pellegrini's side to get the players he wants in. Departures. West Ham will listen to offers for around 8 players this summer, believed to include the likes of Michail Antonio, Robert Snodgrass, Sam Byram, Winston Reid and Jordan Hugill among them. The club doesn't have to sell anyone whatsoever this summer, as the squad is pretty small, though it should be boosted, and it will also depend if Pellegrini needs the transfer kitty boosted. The manager will want to give everyone a chance though, unless an offer too good comes in and the club decided they can afford to part ways. That includes Robert Snodgrass and Reece Oxford, who both had loan spells away from the club last season. But West Ham don't necessarily have to get rid of, though you expect some of the new arrivals may well see some of the players currently in the squad considering what to do with their future. As of yet though, there is no definite player or players set to depart just yet. It is down to Pellegrini to decide. New contracts. There are 2 players that West Ham should really be trying to sort out new long-term contracts for this summer: Declan Rice and Manuel Lanzini. Rice has no intention of leaving and is likely to sign on for the future and should get a rather nice wage boost to boot, having enjoyed a superb breakout season in 2017-18. Expect a 5-year deal to be plonked on the table in front of Rice and for the Irish international to put pen to paper. Declan Rice. Image, Catherine Iville, Getty Images. West Ham want to tie down Argentine midfielder Lanzini long-term, and that will be discussed this summer, but with the midfielder currently away with Argentina in preparation for the World Cup this summer, discussions might have to wait until closer to the start of pre-season when he returns from Russia and from holiday. Pre-season training. The first time the players will catch up with their new manager and be put through the paces is likely to be in the first week of July, probably on the Monday of July 2nd. Each player is entitled to minimum of 6 weeks off from the end of last season. The 3 players at the World Cup, Javier Hernandez, Cheiko Kuwait and Manuel Lanzini, will get 2 weeks rest before they return, so they are likely to be back at Rush Green in early August. However, if their teams get knocked out of the World Cup in its early stages, then they will return earlier after 2 weeks rest. Other players can decide to come back early if they want to. Sam Byram started his pre-season fitness training in June last year ahead of last season, so those who have been injured, Michail Antonio, Pedro Obiang, Winston Reed, could return before their teammates. But the rest of the squad will be expected to report back in a little under a month's time from now. Pre-season tour. No details have been revealed yet for where the Hammers are going to be heading on tour this summer, but it is expected to be close to home in Europe. That could be heading to Switzerland for a period of time to cover the usual Betway Cup matches, apparently using the town of Nyon, where UEFA lives, as a base. But with a new manager getting sorted out first and foremost, tour plans took a backseat. The team took in 3 countries on separate trips last season, so that can't be ruled out this time around, either, though they will need it to get a move on. Booking out a whole hotel isn't easy, let alone needing to maybe do it 3 times over. Marcus Brown, Image, Plum Images, Leicester City FC via Getty Images. It's not going to be far-flung climbs though, thanks to the World Cup taking place this summer, but at least it'll save on expensive long-haul flights for Hammers fans. The likes of Nathan Holland, Tony Martinez, Fashion Newville, Domingos Quina, Marcus Brown and Sead Haksabanovic from the West Ham U23s will no doubt be hoping to get a spot on the plane for the tour, so will Reece Burke and Josh Cullen if they remain at the club, with rumors they may be sold this summer. Keep up to date with the latest news, features and exclusives from Football London via the free Football London app for iPhone and Android. Available to download from the App Store and Google Play.